Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to Retro Asylum. And this is one video I tried to shoot a long time ago. It's really crappy lighting in the video, but I'm going to try and do it again. This is where I store all my reselling stuff. And it's really kind of dark in here, but I'll kind of talk to you a little bit and kind of tell you what's going on in here. I've got a lot of things going on. Here's the thing. And over here is my shipping supplies. I kind of keep stuff, and I still have stuff from Amazon, which I'm pretty much out of Amazon right now. And sorry about the lighting situation, but you can still see somewhat things in there. I'll try and stay at this distance. This is a pretty good distance to show you things. Right there I have Monopoly, which is a 19, I think 61, 63, something like that. It's an old Monopoly game. Down below that it says Puzzle. You might be able to see that. It's a Ravensburger puzzle, and it's actually worth quite a bit of money. So I need to get those listed, but I do have Masterpiece, an art auction game, and I have Bezer Wizard. Can't really see it. It's the one above this piece pup thing you're seeing right here. Now down below I do have some magazines. I need to get them listed and get those up, because those are probably going to be sitting a while anyway. So I need to get them up so that when somebody does see what they like, they can buy it. And it'll be kind of a cheap flip and to get extra money. In this box right here, I have Magic the Gathering cards. So what I'm starting to do is I have, I think 2 lots up right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put probably like 12 to 16 cards in a lot. And I'm just going to put them up on auction and see what happens. The purpose of this is kind of to see, I don't know what the value of a lot of the Magic cards are. And I went through a little bit of them. It just takes way too much time to go through every single card, figuring out the exact value. And I literally have $5, I believe it's $5 or $8 into them. And there's probably a good amount, probably 100 to 150 cards or more. And, you know, I tried to do a little bit of it, and there's some I know that are worth a little bit of money. But I'm just going to go ahead and lot them up into like 10, 12, 16 card lots and just put them on auction. And then whoever's a Magic the Gathering guy or girl or collector or whatever can look at them and see what they want and bid accordingly on the auctions or whatever. If they don't sell, I'll probably just put them, you know, probably in this box right here. And then once I'm done, yeah, there's nothing in here. There's a little bit in here, not very much in here. But I might put it in like a nap box, and then I'll just keep on going until I get something that sells. And if nothing sells really when I'm doing this, I'm assuming if I go 10 of these lots that I'm talking about and nothing sells, I'm just going to have to figure out another way to do it. But right here I have some cards I haven't went through yet. This is kind of my card section right here. That I'm kind of slowly just building into and putting them in hard sleeves. I found a person online that has pretty good deals on top loaders. That's what I call hard sleeves. It's the top loaders. I finally figured out what they're called. But down there I have cassettes for sale. I actually had a big coup on cassettes. You can only see, but right there down there's a Billy Idol cassette. Here, let me kind of just go on there. There's a Billy Idol cassette, and then there's some other ones in there. Those cassettes are pretty popular. You definitely want to look out for cassettes when you're out there and about. I do have lots of cards here as well. I got some camcorder things here. Picked up the other day. I'm selling those. I got sticky residue, as you heard that a second ago. Then I got one of these the other day. That's listed. I deal in a lot of smalls for the most part. So what I do, there's some random cassette tapes in there. I've got my poker chips. I finally got those listed for sale. I got some patches I'm going to list to you. Some old new stock of like random stuff, like a lamp module. This is Trivial Pursuit. I got card game. That's listed. Some random cassettes are in here too. Got to get these listed. A lot of stuff's not listed for the most part. Down there's nothing really you need to see down there. Some of this is junk. But I got a little mag. You can't really see, but right there is the magazines. You can't see it all. It's dark. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else. And some of the stuff I think in here, is stuff in here listed? I think some of the stuff in here is not listed. But a lot of stuff is like grouped up on the shelf. I need to get a better system. But once I get most of the stuff listed, I think that'll be a good indication where I'm going to go with everything and how I'm going to organize this. I just had a baby, so that's kind of hindering a lot of stuff. I also have these discs right here. They're loose CDs. I bought a big old auction of them. I do have some other stuff over here that's like clothes that my wife was going to get rid of and I was going to get rid of. I was trying to sell those. I don't know if I'm really going to do that. I'm probably just going to end up clearing that and not even trying to make any money off of that. But that's about it. I don't really have anything else to share with you guys besides that. I do have, like I said, the cassettes I'm slowly going through, and I test all the cassettes and make sure they work. And I basically put a price tag of $10 a piece, and buyer pays shipping, and just let it go. And if somebody wants to buy it, they can buy it, or they can make an offer, whatever they want to do. But I've had pretty good success with that so far. I sold one last night, and was very happy with what happened. They bought it, didn't even make an offer or anything. Just bought it directly, paid the shipping. I got shipped out today. It's going to be there probably extremely fast. I put it in medium mail, so it'll probably get there within a week. It'll get there. Medium mail's a little bit slower, but sometimes you'd be surprised how fast it gets there. I sent something out, I know, last week, and it ended up being getting there fairly quickly. So that's pretty interesting. It just reminds me I didn't put mark as shipped on that, so we're gonna get to doing it. But I do have what I do is I set the. You're going to see a little bit of my messy living room, but here it is, the life of a baby, as you see. But here we go. See, I got the snacks here, trash on the floor. It's what it is. But I put cassettes here, and then I have my cassette player down there. This is a really, really cheap cassette player, and I, basically just kind of, listen to them and test them out. What I do is I kind of listen to one or two songs. I fast forward it. Listen to it for a few more minutes, and then I flip to the other side. I do the same thing, and that pretty much gives me I guess what you call a good thinking to think that the cassette's going to work really, really well. So that's where I kind of go, okay, I'm good. Let's put tested. We're good. And I mean, as always, if something were to happen, I would definitely give them their money back. And I need to start being better about that. Not spending the money as soon as I get it in my PayPal account. So, but I'm really putting it into more stuff. I know the other day I spent about $20. I had about $20 in my PayPal account. I flushed it into my account and I told my wife, there you go, there's the money back. That's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm kind of just taking the bankroll and putting it right back into eBay. And that's what I'm looking to do is build a bankroll so that I can continue to do this and have the money to do things. And I think it's going to work out very, very well. I was actually looking for more cassettes today on Facebook and things like that. So I think a cassette business is something I'm kind of looking for. So is to kind of get more cassettes and, kind of get in the process of doing that. And also cards is kind of a big deal for me too. Kind of sticking to those kind of things. Cards is something you're not going to make a lot of money on. But it's fun for me, and I think it's cool to do for the channel. The other things is board games. Yeah, I've been kind of stepping into board games. And like I said, in the past, I've kind of dealt with more smaller items. And I think something else that I noticed in this area, I live in Greensburg, Indiana, is that a lot of knickknacks is kind of the thing in this area too. A lot of glassware, a lot of plates is very, very prevalent at Goodwill. And I think that maybe I need to start looking more at those and seeing, hey, are these things popular? And clothes also. Seems like clothes is not being looked at a lot either. I'm looking at a lot of things and I'm like, I know there's resellers in this area, in this town, and they're not looking at everything. So I think what I'm going to start doing is kind of changing my thought process and kind of trying to dive into things that maybe other people tend to be looking at. And I am noticing, like, I'm going to like some of the places here in town that sell used items, like flea markets and antique stores and things like that. And I don't think they're being hit by some of these resellers in town. I think the resellers in town are they seem to stick to rummage sales and probably Facebook and Goodwills and things like that. They're not hitting the places in town like that, like the second, the liquidation stores and things. They're not really hitting those. So there seems to be kind of a gap in the people that are reselling, that they're not fully reselling because they're not looking at all the locations they possibly could look at. Which is good for me because then there's more places for me to go and get this stuff. And also, I don't think they're selling what I'm selling. It seems to me that I think that they're kind of gearing toward the appliances, which I try to look over there and the electronics and stuff, but I tend to not find much, or I tend to not put my money where my mouth is when it comes to trying to make money through that, because it doesn't seem like it would be a good investment when I'm looking at different products. But as you see, I have a lot of stuff. The cards is a big deal, but I'm not going to make my money overnight with the cards. It's going to take a long time to kind of sift through the cards and make a lot of money. Thinking about kind of going to Listia for that and seeing if I can make any money whatsoever, because really on Listia you do credits slash you could sell things that people can give you money through PayPal. So that may be something I'm thinking about doing, is just to get the money through PayPal for shipping. But honestly, I would be making literally no money on there. It would be all towards credits to get more stuff to resell on eBay. I think that's something that, and I've always said that, and I'll reiterate that, but then later on I'll make another video at some point about that, is that I've always talked about Listia over on my Brad Tragic channel. I've always talked about Listia being this great source of, if you have something you can't get rid of, go to Listia. You could probably get rid of it and get something over there. And if you build kind of a thing over on Listia for stuff like that, you really can start getting stuff. Now they've kind of switched over to a new payment system. I don't think it really matters, but the whole money system that they have over there is just not working for me. So I'm kind of down on Listia right now, because they kind of screwed it all up. And people keep raising the prices on everything. You know, literally, if you go and you try and get 2 cards on Listia, somebody will ask 3,000 credits for 2 cards. That's insane. That's literally almost $10. The payment is not like up to par where it should be. And it's just crazy how people think that they can make that much money. It's just insane. It's very, very insane. So with that being said, it's kind of a step back for me to go to Listia. So I'm kind of debating doing the Listia thing, because a lot of these cards I'm not going to get a lot for, but I tend to enjoy them, and I like to put them in top loaders. So I think it would be better for a collector, and I kind of am looking for those collectors that want to collect the cards the way I think that they should collect cards, in the fact of having every single card in a top loader and making them really, really nice, and being able to buy them that way. And that's what I'm kind of looking forward to doing. But I think what I'm doing is putting them in lots. Still putting them in top loaders, but I'm putting them in lots so that they kind of, the collector will be there, but also people that just want to maybe get the cards because they think they're cool for vintage factor. I don't know. I just hope I'm not going to find some idiot that says, well, you don't need to put them in top. No, I'm not sending them without top loaders. I'm not doing that, because there's some idiots out there like to send cards in envelopes, and the cards get bent in the process. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna charge you $3.50 for shipping, and you're just gonna have to deal with it, or you're not gonna pay for them. That's all it is to it. I'm here to collect the cards and to preserve them for people that actually want to collect them. After you buy them, you can do whatever you want. You can buy the cards, you can cut them up, whatever you want to do. But I'm here to sell them at, whatever value that I think. And I honestly think they're worth about $1 a card, to be honest. But I'm willing to go a little bit lower and go about 50 cents a card, which kind of sucks because I'm paying up to put them in top loaders. So it kind of disappoints me when, whatever. But I have some different stuff here for sale, and I got about 33 items for sale, I think, now. And I'm slowly putting the cassette tapes up, and I got quite a bit of those. I have some sets and things like that. So slowly doing that. So hopefully everything goes well, and hopefully this is something to kind of help you guys along. Like I said, up here I have my shipping supplies. I have a scale actually that I use when I was doing eBay, Amazon. It really, really helped me. I actually got a one thing too, and I may actually throw that on eBay and get rid of that, because I don't think I'm ever going to use that again. It's the label machine for Amazon. I'm not really seeing Amazon as something that I want to use in the future, just because it's just not worth it anymore. I'll make a video. I can make a video about that all day long and rant and rave about Amazon, how I hate them so much, about how it just doesn't make sense what they're doing, but I won't do that. I'm just going to say that it's not for me, because they just keep on restricting, and they just want to keep charging you fees, raising the rates. It just doesn't make any sense. And it's like, yes, you can look for the high dollar items, but what's the point then? That you might as well open your own store. It just gets to the point where Amazon's just kind of stupid to deal with. So eBay is a little bit better option. Even Etsy is a little bit better option. Having your own store online is a better option, but you have to build your own audience. You got to do all that, everything like that. So here you go. Hope you enjoyed watching Retro Asylum. Hopefully is where you're going to come and get some great tips. And like I said, this is not the best lighting quality video, but I want to show you a little bit what's going on in my closet. Kind of busy. I got that white thing right there. That's it. I don't know what to do with that. It's probably just going to go to Goodwill. I kind of hate to throw it away because it's not bad or anything. So I'm probably just going to take it to Goodwill. Somehow I'll get a nice silverware tray. But I decided to rearrange our silverware drawer, so we ended up getting something different. I got an organization craziness going on. But I got some different stuff down here. Hopefully you guys enjoy everything. Like I said, this closet, I'm still in a work in progress. It looks very, very messy. But this is my eBay stuff I sell on there. And hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully, like I said, you got something from this. Leave comments down below, anything I said, anything I talked about. And I'll catch you guys later. Keep rocking and keep on reselling. Later.